All right, let's dive into something different today. We're going to kind of take a trip.
Ooh, a trip.
Yeah, through language
Mm-hmm.
and culture and travel.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to episode 02 of the Learn English Elementary podcast by the British Council.
Okay.
But this isn't your typical language lesson, though.
No.
It's more like eavesdropping on conversations,
Ah,
playing games, maybe even laughing at a joke or two.
I love that. What I find so captivating about this is the format,
Right.
We get these snippets of real people, like
Sure.
their experiences, their dreams, what they think.
Yeah.
It's like this global snapshot
I love that global snapshot.
of how others see the world.
Yeah.
It reminds us that, learning a language doesn't have to be like boring
Right.
or just academic. It can be fun,
Yeah.
engaging, and it can even give you ideas for your own adventures.
Exactly. And we're going to hear from a Scottish woman who is in love with the tango in Argentina,
Wow.
a teenager who wants to write a song with Shakira, and even some tips on how to learn new vocabulary on the go.
Very cool.
So who knows what we'll find out along the way.
Well, to start, let's talk about something everybody can relate to. Weekend adventures.
Yeah, weekends.
We meet Tess. And Tess spent her weekend cycling
Oh,
through the Lake District in northwest England.
beautiful area.
Now, I don't know about you, but I would be thinking about a relaxing beach getaway.
Totally.
But Tess prefers cycling uphill.
Really?
Yeah. Her co-host, Ravi, well, he said that he'd rather just coast downhill.
That makes more sense to me.
It's just this little glimpse
Yeah.
into how even like leisure activities
Right.
can show individual preferences.
So true.
It's fascinating, right?
Yeah. It's amazing how something as simple as cycling can, like, reveal how we approach things.
Oh, absolutely.
But speaking of Ravi, I bet he was really interested when they introduced Yasmin.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yasmin is an 18-year-old beauty therapist from Cardiff, Wales,
Okay.
and she shared that she wants to meet Shakira.
No, why Shakira?
I know, right?
It's so interesting because it goes way beyond just liking her music.
Right.
Yasmin admires her unique voice,
Yeah.
her songwriting talent. She wrote her first song when she was 8.
What?
I know, crazy, right?
That's amazing.
But it's also her background. Colombian, Lebanese, Arabic, Indian, Brazilian, Iranian.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know, it's amazing.
That's really cool.
And that makes her music have this really cool blend of global influences.
Yeah.
And the fact that she records in Spanish and English, making 2 versions of each song,
Ah.
that shows how dedicated she is
Yeah.
to connecting with different people around the world.
That's amazing. That's incredible artistry and a real testament to the power of music
Absolutely.
to cross-cultural boundaries.
It really is.
I wonder if Yasmin's preference for Shakira is also connected to the debate of English versus native language songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look at that later. But now let's join Ben and Poppy.
Okay.
They're siblings,
All right.
15 and 14, playing a game called Hot Seat.
I love this game.
It's all about quick thinking and vocabulary.
Right.
So one describes a word without saying it,
Right.
and the other has to guess it.
Okay.
And they got 8 words right in the minute.
Wow.
I know. It's a really fun way to test your language skills.
Yeah.
And it shows how important it is to learn new vocabulary.
You know, Tom, the English teacher on the podcast,
Yeah.
he even suggests using flashcards
Oh, that's a good idea.
to learn new words, even if you're alone.
Right.
So picture this. You're on your commute or you have a few minutes.
Right.
And you're flipping through these flashcards.
Yeah.
Sneaky way to improve your language skills.
Like a mini workout for your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking of sneaky ways to learn, let's go to Argentina
Okay.
with our woman in Argentina, Rachel.
All right.
She takes us back to Buenos Aires in 1998
Okay.
and paints this really vivid picture of her first night in the city.
Nice.
Imagine walking through the streets.
Yeah.
Music's playing everywhere.
Yeah.
And suddenly you see the tango.
Wow. What an experience.
I know, right?
It's amazing how travel can open us up to new cultures
Right.
and unexpected encounters.
Yeah.
The tango itself has this really cool history,
Oh, yeah.
as captivating as the dance.
Cool.
It started in the early 1900s
Okay.
when tons of people were immigrating to Buenos Aires. Over 1 million from all over Africa, Spain, Italy, France, Russia, Poland,
Wow. Real melting pot.
all looking for a better life in South America.
Yeah.
And the tango has this like sadness
Right.
because they left their homes,
Right.
but it also has hope for the future.
Interesting. So it's like bittersweet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Rachel's Argentinian friend said, you have to learn the tango if you want to understand Argentina.
Oh, wow.
So it's like this dance that shows the soul of the country.
It's so interesting how a dance can do that.
I know. And get this, Rachel's tango teacher,
Okay.
Claire Flanagan, isn't Argentinian. She's Scottish.
Really?
Yeah, she moved to Buenos Aires 15 years ago because she loved the dance. Wow, that's incredible.
Claire's story shows how one passion can make you embrace a whole new culture
Right.
and start a new life somewhere totally different.
Yeah,
It's proof that our world is connected
it really is.
and that something simple like dance can connect people from different cultures.
I love that.
It's amazing.
Right? Yeah. It's amazing how a dance can connect you to a place.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what else is out there waiting to be discovered.
I know, right? But before we get too carried away thinking about traveling,
All right.
let's go back to Yasmin and her love for Shakira.
Okay.
It reminded me of that question from the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you prefer songs in English or in your own language?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Yeah.
And the students had some really different opinions.
Yeah. It wasn't a simple yes or no.
Right, which makes it even more interesting.
Yeah. For example, one student from Russia
Okay.
said they preferred English songs
Okay.
for their energy and because they could learn English from them.
That's cool.
Yeah, it makes you realize that music can be a great way to learn a language.
Oh, for sure.
But then a student from Japan
Yeah.
said they liked Japanese songs better
Okay.
because they could understand the meaning
Right.
and the importance of the words.
Yeah.
It reminds us that language is more than just sharing information.
Absolutely.
It's about expressing those feelings and values that are unique to a culture.
It's so true.
And that's so important when we think about how music can bring back strong emotions
Right.
and memories.
Yeah, exactly.
But there were more opinions, too.
Oh, yeah.
A student from Germany
Okay.
actually prefers English rap over German rap.
Interesting.
Yeah, even though some of the words are not exactly classroom appropriate.
Right.
It shows how language is always changing.
Yeah,
And music often reflects those changes, pushing boundaries.
that's true.
Then we heard from a student from Mexico
Okay.
who finds more depth and realness in Spanish songs. And he contrasted that with what he sees as like more shallow lyrics in some English pop music.
Yeah, I see his point.
It reminds us that culture and how we see things can be like deeply woven into music.
Yeah,
And it affects how we understand it and connect to it.
so true. And then, of course, we had a student from Greece
Right.
who enjoys both
Yeah.
English and Greek songs and said it depends on their mood
Yeah.
and what they're doing.
Right. Which I think a lot of us can relate to.
Yeah.
The idea that different languages can make us feel different things.
Yeah, for sure.
Or fit different situations.
It really comes down to you and the situation, doesn't it?
It does, but it brings up a bigger question.
Oh,
How does language affect how we see music?
right.
And how does music shape how we understand language?
It's a big question.
It is. It goes beyond just like translating the words.
It's this complex back and forth,
It is. Definitely something to think about.
for sure.
But for now,
Yeah.
let's check back in with Carolina, our traveler from Venezuela who was experiencing British culture for the first time.
Right, last time she was dealing with a classic travel nightmare. Lost luggage.
I know that feeling when the baggage carousel stops.
And your bag is gone.
So stressful.
It can make even experienced travelers anxious.
Oh, totally. But what's really interesting
Yeah.
is how Carolina handles this whole stressful situation, even though it's so inconvenient.
Yeah.
She stays polite and calm.
Yeah.
When she talks to the staff at the lost luggage office,
Okay.
she keeps saying, excuse me and please.
Yeah.
Small things, but they show how much she respects others.
You know, Tom, the English teacher, pointed out that British culture values politeness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just about being nice.
Yeah.
It's about fitting in and being thoughtful
Right.
to everyone around you.
I think that's a subtle but important observation.
It is.
These small cultural differences can really affect how we communicate
Absolutely.
and how people see us, especially when we're in a new country.
Yeah, very true.
Hopefully Carolina's bag turns up soon.
I hope so.
Speaking of turning up,
Oh,
we can't forget about Gordon
right.
and his weekly joke.
Okay.
He has a camping joke this time.
All right, Gordon's jokes,
Yeah.
sometimes they're good.
Yeah.
Sometimes not so much.
Right, well, let's hear it.
Okay.
So picture this. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson
Okay.
are camping under the stars.
All right.
Watson, being the deep thinker he is,
Right.
looks up at the night sky
Okay.
and starts thinking about the possibility of life on other planets.
I have a feeling this is going to be good.
Wait, let me finish. Holmes, in his usual dry way,
Right.
says, "Watson, you idiot." The question we have to ask is, where is our tent?
Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty funny.
I know, right?
The twist. You think it's going to be about the universe, and then bam, back to reality with
Yeah.
a funny punchline.
I know.
Even Ravi thought it was good,
Yeah.
but Tess didn't really like it.
Yeah.
It just shows that humor is different for everyone,
Yeah.
based on what you like and where you're from.
Yeah. What did you think of the joke?
Yeah, did you laugh?
Or was it too cheesy?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, send us your thoughts.
Yeah, we love hearing from you.
But as we finish up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I'm left with this question that's been on my mind.
Oh, I have been thinking about how language can inspire us.
Yeah.
We've seen how it connects us, teaches us, makes us laugh.
Right.
But what about how it inspires us?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like the Scottish woman who moved for tango,
Yeah.
or Yasmin who wants to work with Shakira.
Right.
It shows that we want to connect to something bigger than ourselves.
It's about more than just learning facts or skills.
Yeah,
It's about understanding the world better,
exactly.
seeing things from different perspectives,
And making our lives better.
and those we never thought of.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be these huge changes. It
No.
could be like learning a few phrases,
Yeah.
trying a new food,
Right.
or even just talking to someone from a different background.
Yeah.
Each time we try to understand another culture or language,
Yeah.
we grow a little.
I love that it's a good reminder that language is more than just words.
Yeah.
It's a way to open up a world of possibilities.
It helps us connect with people and ideas we might never have found
It lets us step outside our comfort zones.
and see all the amazing things out there.
Yeah, embrace that diversity.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive into language, culture, and travel,
Okay.
I have a challenge for you.
All right.
How does language shape your dreams?
Ooh, that's good.
What can you do, big or small,
Yeah.
to explore more and see how language can change your life?
That's a fantastic question to think about, and I hope our exploration today has inspired you to keep looking for new adventures, both in language and in life.
Keep learning and exploring.
And don't forget to email us.
We love hearing from you.
Thanks for joining us.